Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Excellency, Major General Salim Ali Mubarak Shamsi, Assistant Under Secretary, Ministry of Interior for Resources and Support Services. Your Excellencies, Heads of Dignitaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The late His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, former ruler of Abu Dhabi and founding President of the United Arab Emirates, was a man of true wisdom. He once said, "A man's true wealth is the good he does in this world." At this moment, each and every one of us is striving to be a better and kinder person in this world, following in the steps of our late father, Sheikh Zayed Allah Yarhamah, and joining efforts here today for service and charity in the name of righteousness to establish a safer and kinder world for all of humanity. Under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Dubai, we are gathered here today to celebrate the outstanding past 18 years since the inception of the Dubai International Humanitarian Aid and Development Conference and Exhibition, DIHAD, which is a global platform that brings us all together to help humanity without any form of discrimination. Distinguished guests, the United Arab Emirates is following a remarkable time after the recently celebrated year of the 50th, setting the stage for a promising future for all of mankind. Our wise leadership has worked tirelessly to cement the Emirates as a global leader in so many disciplines, especially in the fields of philanthropy and education. This following year is significantly important and is set to have exceptional difference following the 50th, as the U.A.E. and DIHAD will continue initiating more humanitarian and educational initiatives that would place the United Arab Emirates on the front lines of humanity and set an example to others for virtuous change and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, children have always been a part of our annual gathering because we believe in the capabilities of this young generation to build a better future. This year, we present to you Children of DIHAD, where our youth will discuss various issues on sustainability in the humanitarian world. How wonderful that these children already have their hearts set for philanthropy, and it's instilled in them at such young age. This year, we're delighted to be joined by students from International School of Creative Science. Please join me in welcoming the Children of DIHAD onto the stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Gaia Saad Al-Ihbabi, known as Green Gaia, for my passion in environment and animals. Today we have guests from the International School of Creative Science. And our topic will be under the language of lifetime charity, which is really important in these days and in this time. So let's begin our conversation by asking Umar and Muhammad questions. So, Umar, what is the sustainable charity in your own opinion?
Sustainable charity is when you give people when you give people in need something that stays with them for a long time. For example, a house. It can stay with them and not break for a long time.
Thank you, Umar, for your amazing thoughts. And now, Muhammad, can you please tell us what is a sustainable charity?
Sustainable charity is when giving someone in need something that will last over a long period of time. Like if you're giving them a skill, they when giving them a skill they can learn, they can use it later on when finding a job.
Wow, I can see amazing ideas. Okay, so now to the next question. How can we change people's life with a single activity, Omar? Like to do something that will change their life, like doing an imprint in their lives.
We can give them skilled jobs that they know. We can firstly ask them questions, what they can do with their hand, what they can do, what they're good at, and then we can give them the opportunity for jobs.
That's right. We should always not just giving them money, but opportunities, right?
Yes.
Amazing. What about you, Muhammad? What do you think?
As an example, in the U.S. there was an agency called the Alphabet Agency. It provided jobs for people in need that they can use to earn some money.
And do you think here in the U.A.E. we have initiatives and programs, agencies? And what do you think?
Yes, there are many organizations in the U.A.E., including the biggest one, the Red Crescent.
Yeah. Do you do you have given someone or gave help or helped some people in need?
Yes, me and my father went out many times in Ramadan and gave food to people in need.
Nice. I love these things. I love giving people some help that are in need. So, Omar and Muhammad, focus on this question. Why it is or is it important to think sustainable when it comes to charity? What do you think?
I think that we can give them jobs that they're good at, so it can help the economy.
Amazing. So, do you think it's important or not important?
I think it's very, very important.
Thank you, Omar. What about you, Muhammad? Do you think it's important to think sustainable when it comes to charity?
I think it is important because if you only give them money, it will surely run out after a period of time. But if you give them jobs or opportunities, they can use it to support themselves.
I'm impressed. Okay. So, how can children and their families give sustainability charity to those in need? Like people that needs help. So, how can families develop ways to help those in need? What they can do to inspire their children and to always be using the sustainable charity and being volunteering all the time. So what do you think, Omar?
I think that the children can do online, like Zoom with the other children, and then what the kids learned, they can teach the other children, and then that's also helping. And for the adults, they can provide skilled jobs for the people in need. So then they have money, and then they can buy food and stuff for them.
Thank you, Omar. What about you, Muhammad? What do you think? How can children and their families develop ways to help those in need?
Families can donate money to students to get into universities and learn skills that can help them get a job in their afterlife.
Amazing. So, to be honest, I really enjoyed being here and listening to your thoughts, ideas, and creative, amazing ideas. And by the way, this conversation reminds me of a quote that Japanese said, give a man a fish to feed him for only one day. Teach a man how to fish for a lifetime. And that is to teach us that money isn't sustainable, but if you want to help those in need, you gotta give them an opportunity, skills to learn, and opportunity that they can take it for a lifetime to put an imprint. And basically, like I'm gonna tell you, to have a volunteering work, like sustainable charity. Went to Africa to help those in need, but we didn't give them money, but we gave them education, we helped them with the school supplies, and we built a hospital. So it's like sustainable. And even like if I said that in the question, that how can children and their families, parents come up with initiatives to help people, like not just go into like a group and that's it, but no, they're gonna make initiatives to help people in a creative way that have developed by children. So like me and my family, we did this like initiative. It's called Education is a Weapon. As Sheikh Zayed, the late Sheikh Zayed said, education is a weapon for children, for everyone, human beings. So we did this name on, it's like initiative that it has 3 types. One is for electronic, especially in COVID-19 case, right?
Yeah.
Like people that are in need, they didn't have electronic devices. How will they get how will they study in online if they don't have devices or electronic devices, right?
Yes.
Amar, I think you mentioned before we come here in the stage, you said about the COVID-19. Tell them about COVID-19. How did people sacrificed a lot in these cases?
People nowadays, they get vaccinated and quarantined a lot. Now COVID-19 is like rising a little bit, and so many people now have corona. But now people are vaccinated, so they don't get corona, but some of them get corona, and then they're quarantined and they sacrifice a lot.
Correct.
And what do you think about this, the COVID-19 case?
Well, yes, we should help them. We should help them, especially in school. Like, as I said, electronic devices to have like online schooling. How will they study? Like maybe parent has only one phone that shares like with 5 children. How will they get in classes? Because time and studying is really important. This is the first thing. Second of all, school supplies. Maybe some parents can't afford school supplies for their children. Also of masks. Like now, it's become online and going to school. But some people that are in need want their children to go to school, but they can't because they can't afford masks. So this initiative has 3 types: for electronic devices, for school supplies, and for masks, sustainable masks as well. And it was nice to be here, and thank you for attending, and listening. And I'm so proud that I'm here in DIHAD, especially in this special day, which is the world, it's the Emirati Children's Day. And I'm here representing the Emirati Children's Day, and I'm proud being Emirati. And not just that, and that this describes that Emirati children can do whatever they want. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Raya, I have one last question. What do you think about the last question? Why does the charity, what can families and the family do to give the people sustainable charity?
Well, I think that they should always teach their children about these ideas, these it's like gonna be a routine. So like when the little generations will come, they will be like, okay, should be. We have to teach. We have to give opportunities. This is really important for me. So I think yes. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming to watch us here.
Thank you, children of DIHAD from International School of Creative Science, for that thoughtful panel discussion that entertained us all. And a special thanks to our adorable moderator, Ms. Ghaya Al-Ahbabi. Allah yahfazkum. You are the future, and we see in you the leaders of tomorrow, and we hope that your choices will shape a prosperous future for our nation. Thank you, children of DIHAD. Ladies and gentlemen, currently, over 2 billion individuals globally have no access to essential medicines and medical supplies, resulting in greater pain and suffering, prolonged illness, needless disabilities, and preventable deaths. Your Excellency, we are grateful that you have joined us today to witness the launching of an extraordinary initiative that will tackle these issues and hopefully bring more healing to the world. I now leave you all to enjoy the following video for Forever Care.
More than 100 million people are currently living in extreme poverty because of health expenses, and half of the world lacks access to essential health services. The shortage of essential medicines has spread rapidly in many places around the world, burdening healthcare systems with further unnecessary costs and posing greater risks to a person's life. The late His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, former ruler of Abu Dhabi and founding president of the U.A.E, once said, "We believe that the wealth bestowed upon us by the Almighty must be unfolded to encircle our friends and brethren around the world." So through the vision of the founder of the nation, and in strategic partnership and cooperation with the Dubai International Pharmaceutical and Technologies Conference and Exhibition, DUFAT, the DIHAD Sustainable Humanitarian Foundation, and the Waterfalls Global Initiative, in cooperation with the Department of Behavioral Rewards at the Ministry of Possibilities in the United Arab Emirates and Index Holding, we are proud to launch the Forever Care Initiative. Forever Care Initiative is an annual initiative to collect medicines and pharmaceuticals through partnerships with DUFAT Conference and Exhibition and its member companies and drug manufacturers to donate them to underdeveloped nations to ensure that every household has the medicine they need. Forever Care Initiative will provide AED 60 million annually to those nations in an aim to achieve a world free of illnesses and fatal diseases. We live in a world where we have more than enough, so it is our responsibility to give more. Forever Care.
We wish the Forever Care Initiative a very successful mission, and we pray that these medicines reach all corners of the earth. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is also in need of enhanced international system for the improved medical practice through continuous education, which includes open networking and communication for practitioners to ultimately ensure the highest level of quality for patient care. Your Excellency, after years of hard work and dedication, we are witnessing today the launch of an outstanding international program that will enrich the future of credible healthcare and practices. We will now watch a video by ICHS.
As the world continues to grow in knowledge through advancements in technology and scientific research, it has become essential to ensure that the growth and development of medical personnel continue beyond its limits through continuous education and practical training. For this, we are proud to introduce the International Congress for Health Specialties, ICHS, an international non-profit organization and independent body situated in the heart of London, United Kingdom. ICHS is a unified global accrediting system for continuous education that helps to train and qualify medical and health professionals across the world. The ICHS is associated with many prestigious international affiliations in partnership with Waterfall's Global Initiative, in cooperation with the Department of Behavioral Awards in the Ministry of Possibilities in the United Arab Emirates, and Index Holding. The International Congress will cover 436 specialties and subspecialties with over 500 core of professionals in an aim to improve the standard when it comes to healthcare professionals and provide a global platform to connect for information, equality, and professional progress. Members of ICHS will commit to assisting developing countries and struggling societies to educate their medical staff through scientific research and innovative initiatives while providing the finest medical and healthcare opportunities to all communities around the world. ICHS aims to ensure the prosperity of healthcare providers, allowing them to learn and discover enhanced methods to improve on patient care and effectively manage their careers in a world where medicine is constantly evolving. Your trust is in our hands. International Congress for Health Specialties, ICHS.
Outstanding. We wish ICHS great success, and we're all looking forward to seeing it grow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that education is one of the most important factors to civilization's success, and continuous education is what allows it to prosper for multiple generations. For humanitarian work, continuous education is vital to improve one's capability to adjust to the adverse circumstances that they may face. Your Excellency, we present in front of you today one of the latest partnerships between UCA Murcia, Spain, the DIHAD Foundation, the Waterfalls Global Initiative, in cooperation with the Department of Behavioral Rewards and the Ministry of Possibilities in the United Arab Emirates, and Index Holding, the DIHAD Humanitarian College.
The world is in need of help. Last year, 235 million people worldwide were in need of humanitarian assistance and protection. And these numbers are expected to rise through the year 2022. The need for humanitarian specialists has become evident around the world, and the gateway to increasing knowledge through noble education is essential in paving the way for students to reach excellence in humanitarian work. That is why the DIHAD Sustainable Humanitarian Foundation, in partnership with the Waterfalls Global Initiative, in cooperation with the Department of Behavioral Rewards in the Ministry of Possibilities in the United Arab Emirates, and Index Holding, and in cooperation with UCA Murcia, Spain, is proud to launch DIHAD Humanitarian College, the first ever college to offer an international humanitarian master's program to empower, promote, and train future humanitarian entrepreneurs with sustainable mindsets while enhancing their skills. Through the use of a blended learning environment, students will experience both physical and virtual classroom attendance, practical training, and visit many conferences and study sessions to achieve the highest quality of learning. Students will enroll into a one-year program undertaking a total of 60 credit hours, be involved in a practical internship with one of DIHAD's prestigious partners, and ultimately submit a thesis paper to graduate with a master's degree in arts for sustainable humanitarian actions. One of the greatest services that man has to offer is the service to others. DIHAD Humanitarian College.
Congratulations to the DIHAD Foundation and the UCAM Murcia, Spain, for coming together and forming an alliance to ensure the world receives further excellence in humanitarian work. On this occasion, it gives us immense pleasure to announce something, that the Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank will sponsor 30 students for scholarships in DIHAD Humanitarian College for their master's program annually. We extend our deepest gratitude to ADIB for their kindness and generosity. Ladies and gentlemen, as we advance in education and technology, our society also develops rich, innovative thoughts and ideas to confront the many difficult humanitarian issues. What we require are improved solutions. However, at times, a great idea that would benefit humanity is lost because it didn't have the support that it needed. We aim to preserve those ideas today, as the DIHAD Sustainable Humanitarian Foundation is proud to introduce its newest initiative, DIHAD Glasshouse, the sustainable incubator program that helps aspiring humanitarians see their projects come to life.
In the year 2022, more than 300 million people worldwide are in need of humanitarian assistance and protection. To help alleviate these numbers, the cooperation between organizations is needed to form strong partnerships that provide increased service and aid through innovative ideas, which are essential to ensure productivity and progress. DIHAD Sustainable Humanitarian Foundation is proud to introduce its newest initiative, DIHAD Glasshouse, the sustainable incubator program that helps aspiring humanitarians see their projects come to life. DIHAD Glasshouse initiative aims to increase awareness to the importance of humanitarian work and targeting the launch of more than 30 global sustainable initiatives over the next 10 years that will endure for generations. DIHAD Glasshouse is the ideal platform for innovative philanthropic concepts and sustainable ideas. Social entrepreneurs will partake and undertake challenging assignments and workshops to enhance their skills and showcase their ideas throughout a safe ecosystem that helps them to unleash their potential. Successful applicants with the best sustainable humanitarian ideas for global impact are guided through personal mentoring, continuous development, and direct access to sponsors and partners through DIHAD Conference and Exhibition. The winning initiatives will then launch under the continuous supervision of the DIHAD Sustainable Humanitarian Foundation. DIHAD Glasshouse is launched under the sponsorship of Dubai Future Council on Humanitarian Aid, Mohammed bin Rashid Global Initiatives, and in collaboration with DIHAD. DIHAD Glasshouse, paving the way for humanitarian success.
Thank you to Dubai Future Council for Humanitarian Aid and Mohammed bin Rashid Global Initiatives for sponsoring and supporting such a wonderful opportunity for social entrepreneurs. It's now time for the group photos. So I would like to start by inviting Your Excellency Major General Salim Ali Mbarak Shamsi, Assistant Undersecretary, Ministry of Interior for Resources and Support Services. His Excellency Dr. Hamid Sheikh Shaybani, Director General of the Islamic Affairs Charitable Activities Department in Dubai. Dr. Abdussalam Al-Madani, Chairman of DIHAD Sustainable Humanitarian Foundation, Parliamentary Assembly of the Mediterranean. His Excellency Gennaro Migliore, President, Parliamentary Assembly of the Mediterranean, to come up onto the stage for a group photo that will document and engrave this glorious moment forever. Our first group photo will be with Forever Care, and to begin with, allow me to invite on the stage the team behind Forever Care and the initiative's respected sponsors and contributors for a group photo. Thank you. The next group photo is with ICHS. I would like to call to the stage the prestigious members of the International Congress for Health Specialists Higher Council and the ICHS International Executive Board for a group photo. The next group photo is with DIHAD College. I would like to invite His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Ahmed Al-Banna, member of the Economic Academic Committee at DIHAD College, Mr. Nasser Al-Awadi, CEO of Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank, and Mr. Mustafa Ruz, Chief Customer Officer at Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank, and the representative from UCAM Murcia for a group photo. Our next group photo is for DIHAD Glasshouse, and I would like to invite onto the stage His Excellency Musa Tariq Khouri, Board Member at Dubai Future Council for Humanitarian Aid, and His Excellency Dr. Walid Al-Ali, Advisor at Mohammed bin Rashid Global Initiatives for the group photo. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, our dignitaries. Thank you. We would like to thank everyone today for their time and attendance. DIHAD will continue to strengthen the humanitarian community around the world and engage in sustainable development that meets the needs of the present while establishing a stronger foundation for future generations to meet their own needs, making it a safer, more hospitable planet for all humankind. Thank you all for joining us today. Please enjoy the exhibition. وفي الختام نشكر لكم حضوركم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.